The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, they lost game one in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And guys, the fans always enjoy hearing stories from your playing days. Let's talk teammates. Shaq, who were your favorite guys to play with over the years?
You know, everyone loves the Shaq, and Shaq has 4 rings, but I'm saying it here.
They all love
real
the Shaq.
life. Yeah, everybody loves Shaq.
Starting at shooting guard, at 6'6", number 0, Josh Richardson. At the second position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5, Amari Stoudemire. Number 20, Justin Winslow.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. First game of this trip here for the Pistons. They're hoping to start it off with a W. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And checking out Detroit, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove. Doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
No, I agree with you. I mean, their game and their style is already fully developed. They look rock solid to me.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Tobias Harris is out there with Bargnani. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Jackson. And so here is Miami. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's D. And the 3-ball is good. D's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Jackson. The feed now to Drummond. And there's the pass to Harris. Back to Drummond. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Back to Jackson. Bargnani passes to Jackson. Great look, but off the mark.
Despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Richardson, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Drummond. He's in again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take his right hand.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting these buckets.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. D, guarded by Jackson. Here's D. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot.
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Now here's Jackson. 9 points last game out. And that one's good. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Dean, guarded by Jackson. Five to shoot. Here's Dean. No good from outside.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now, here's Bargnani. Can't make good off the screen. Enzo, the pass to deep. Takes a three. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against Charlotte.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
No good on the three. The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Gabson. Got a hand on it. Here's D. Traps in the tray. D's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Brooks.
Thanks, guys.
Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Johnson is out there with Bargnani. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. No problems knocking that one down. Bargnani's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Detroit. Dragic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's D. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. D's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Bargnani's got his second bucket of the game to go.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Pass to D. Stoudemire, the screen. D passes to Deck. Just 5 to shoot, and it's Miami with another.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to Cleveland.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Really left alone that time. 16 points for Freak.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Bargnani is screen on Dragic. Jackson dishes to Bargnani. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bargnani's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Here's D. A shot no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Outside Jackson. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Well, he would have gone 3 or 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's D. And that one off the back of the rim and in. D's got 18 points in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Okay, Miami, now
kind of get a glimpse at how the Heat are doing early in the season in the NBA stats. First in opponent field goal shooting, first in opponent points per game, and they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possession, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Now here's Winslow following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And again, Miami with the triple.
Oh, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Here's Udrich. Here's the screen. Harris outside. Lets it fly. No good off the front end.
The right thing was to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling it.
He kicks it to Udrich. And they get it. No good. And Miami the other way now. Here's D. And again, Miami with the triple.
D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Harris off the drive. Harris missing again.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
And some changes here for the Heat. Anthony Bennett's checked in. That'll do it for the first half. Heat out front, up by 11. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Eric, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively. So we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. At least we're on target from beyond the arc. There was some good long-range shooting for us in that half. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for D. He has 29 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
D, he's in at point guard. Stoudemire out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Richardson, and it's Winslow in at the three, the small forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He ended up with 53 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Pistons trail by 16. It's Jackson with the drive. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got his rebound with that last one here tonight.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Detroit with the ball. They're scoreless since the first half.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Stolen by Jackson. That's good. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Heat leading by 14. D passes to Winslow. Here's D. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Back to Jackson. Inside, Drummond. And he banks in the layup. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Stoudemire. He has 5. To the middle. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Miami, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, Detroit, 2 games back.
And right now for the Pistons, they've had a nice run here to start the season. Up there near the top of the standings and looking like they're comfortable.
And, you know, from everything I've seen so far, I think they can sustain this level of play all the way through the season.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best 3-point shooting point guards in the league. Freak #1.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easy for him to set up his teammates.
Well, he's a prime example of why being a top-notch 3-point shooter comes in handy for a point guard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Dragic. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bargnani. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Let's see where the Pistons sit right now in the NBA statistics here early in the season. 7th in fast break points, 11th in assists, and they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And they play at a nice tempo. I mean, you see their fast break points per game. Not the quickest team in the league, but they are opportunistic. And you glad getting back, they'll make you pay.
And the Heat making a change here. Bennett's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Bargnani. And it's Austin Rivers in for Reggie Jackson. Rivers kicks to Baines. Drummond, a screen. Caldwell Pope pushes to Drummond, and that one's good. Drummond's got 14.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Bennett. Passes it to McRoberts. Just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the Heat lead by 7.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Miami with the ball after the missed 3 from Stanley Johnson. The Heat shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And the technical free throw is good. Smith checked in for Goran Dragic. Feeds it to McRoberts. D passes to McRoberts. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. A rebound by Johnson. Pistons trail by 18. There's the dish to Rivers. Back to Johnson. Here's Baines. No good. And no good trying to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Heat lead by 18. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Pistons trail by 18. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Tobias Harris. Also Bargnani out there. Jackson is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Richardson. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Stoudemire the screen. And there's a foul on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. He's checked in for the Heat. And then for Detroit, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Bargnani. Johnson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Udrich in for Caldwell-Pope. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And the Pistons making a change here. Bargnani's checked in. Johnson gets the bucket.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
D, guarded by Jackson. The pass to D. Clock is at 3. He feeds it to Bosh. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bosh has got 6 here in this quarter.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Shot's good from Bargnani.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost against us.
Now, here's Richardson. Winslow kicks to Bosh. Good ball movement here by the Heat.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside.
Dean, guarded by Jackson. Kept alive. Here's D in the corner. Winslow with it. Sinks the triple.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
It's Jackson with the drive. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Bosh passes to D. And he gets the bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a doubting win for the Heat.
You're right, so it was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, some toying with.
Yeah, like watching the cat play with the mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And making the right plays when they needed to. Closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory pushes their record to 2-0 with 2 games left to go against the Pistons.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for D. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now here's Rivers following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Miami's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. D, he's guarded by Udrih.
Move the ball. Stick it to us.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's the pick. Pass to D. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. D's got 46 points.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out with style. What a time to have this kind of service.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Here's Udrih. Connects on the 17-footer. And stolen by Udrih. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I can go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson. who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
He was an offensive dynamo for them tonight. The way it was going, you could see sky was the limit for him in terms of scoring. And he didn't stop, at least until he was going to get 40.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
All right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late-game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're pushing on the miss. Gotta get the rebound.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Boss, I got shooter. Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Quick out. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pinch here. Get the sport, fellas. Get the sport. Pinch here. Bring back my feet. Go away. Get to him. Down screen. Get the sport, fellas. Get the sport. Pinch here. Bring back my feet. Go away. You got it out. Make sure to pitch down there. I got you. Boss, I got shooter. You got it out.
Hey, Mark, down low.
All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon. We gotta be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road bloopers. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season. And give you a chance to earn VC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. Looking at the Bulls, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. It's the Miami Heat and Chicago. Big story here is the return of Dwayne Wade, who has been sidelined with the injury. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting 5 on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dean in at point guard. Stoudemire out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Winslow, and it's Wade in at the 2 spot. The offensive rebound, and Gasol gets it to go.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
Dean is covered by Rose. D passes to Bosh. Pocket 6. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Rose gets to Gasol. Pass to Butler. Outside Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Stoudemire outside. There's Winslow. Nice shot from the wing. Winslow's got his first basket of the night. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Rose dishes to Gasol. And Rose wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go either for Rose. Here's D. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's yours. He's yours.
D's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's one of the few guys you don't mind seeing take the 3 in transition.
Butler kicks to Rose. And he goes in for the jump.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And the basket by Wade.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
The Heat leading by 5. D passes to Stoudemire. Here's D. And again, Miami with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Gasol. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. McDermott, no one around him. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Winslow with it, defended by Butler. D, he He's covered by Rose. The tray. Goes up with it again. Rejected by Gasol. He's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gasol. Noah comes in for Portis. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Butler. Then for the Heat, Johnson, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Payne comes in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Dunleavy following the basket by Freak. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Dragic. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's the bucket. Good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Mirotic. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of. If you don't want your pocket picked, here are last season's steals leaders. Number 1, Jimmy Butler. 4th, Freak.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Here's Dunleavy. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Noah dishes to Dunleavy. Pekovic with a screen. Releases. And Dunleavy gets it to go in. Miami leading by 8. Inside, here's Dang. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Noah the screen. Here's Dunleavy. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Bosh, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Dragic with the 3. The shot misses. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Heat lead by 10. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Come on with it, with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it, with it. Come on with it, with it.
And emerging as a superstar, tremendous growth from Freak. He caught up with ace defender Jimmy Butler about the challenge of trying to contain him.
My team, we're all guarding them as a whole. We're all guarding everybody as a whole. It's 5-man offense, 5-man defense. I feel like he's an incredible player, but I feel like that doesn't intimidate me at all. This is what you dream of growing up. You want to play against the best. You want to guard the best, to tell you the truth. That's what I wanted. That's what I asked for. I feel like now it's here.
Let's take him back. But naturally, for a player like Jimmy Butler, who loves defense, plays terrific defense, you know, it's always going to be his priority, Greg, and focus. But Freak is a tough assignment, no matter who the defender is.
He sure is. I mean,
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Portis. Mirotic comes in for Doug McDermott. That's Dunleavy in for Rose. And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Johnson comes in for Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's D in for Goran Dragic. We've got Mirotic. Dunleavy is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Noah. And it's Pekovic in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons, put on a show. He finished with 48 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again. Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Richardson. Johnson, the pass to D. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That's on Joakim Noah.
Talks about a terrific game for D. 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. That's a second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Miami, they have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
44 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. Down low, here's Clark, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
brings it down hard.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Pekovic. The rebound by D. Last outing for Chicago. They won that game against Portland.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Kicks to Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got 11 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he...
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know. But what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Here's where Eric Spoelstra will start the second half. Dean, he's in at the point. Chris Bosh is out there with Winslow. And there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Stoudemire and it's second. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Gasol. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. It allows you to get out of transitions. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get... inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
Butler gets to Gasol. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. The Heat leading by 7. D passes to Stoudemire. Here's D. Some solid defense from Rose. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And there's the pass to Gasol. Inside, Butler, and it's sent back by Bosh. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Winslow.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Rose gets to Butler. Chicago, no good. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Wade passes to D. A free ball. Shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff season.
Launches a 3, and the shot is good. D's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Detroit Pistons.
And I believe what that game came down to was their ability to really knock down those triples.
Yeah, I thought the work they did on the perimeter was excellent. It was just too much for that.
We got to be more physical on
defense. Any defense for that.
They are getting to the middle of
Chicago, going with an almost entirely new group.
Get into
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Portis. Mirotic is checked in for McDermott. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Then for the Heat, Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Bang comes in for Winslow. And it's D in for Smith.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he was a little nervous on that release.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And Rosetta to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Rose is the one with Butler as the two. Noah is out there at Pekovic, and it's Mirotic in at the small forward spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Sticking too much.
D, he's covered by Rose. Here's D. It's rebounded by Noah. Bulls trail by 5. Rose kicks to Butler. Pekovic inside. He's up against Bosch. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Portis comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Doug McDermott in for Mirotic. And Miami also making a switch. Winslow's checked in.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
No good. Some solid defense from Rose. In the corner, it's McDermott to tie it up. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The Heat leading by 3. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's D. Good on the triple. D's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Rose passes to Portis. Back to Rose. Gasol kicks to Rose. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Butler with the ball. Wade picks him up. Here's McDermott. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. From outside the arc, it's all in by the Bulls. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Bulls trail by 3. Here's McDermott. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's D. Off target with his three.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Rose attacking. That is good.
And they work the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. They just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's Butler missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
He faded back on that one, but didn't set some room. And that's now 27 points for Freak.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're overhelping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
This all setting the pick for Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Miami leading by 4. D defended by Butler. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
D. Rebound by the Bulls. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Rose. That's down the hatch. That's one Marger is covered. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
These big shots for him in the fourth. He has been locked and loaded offensively.
D is covered by Rose. D passes to Stoudemire. From the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Here is Rose. There's a minute left in the fourth. Rose with another miss.
The crossover worked to perfection. The shot, and not so much.
But they recover it. Miami no good on that time either.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming as well. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there. And you hear it in their reaction.
And the emotions of these fans right now boiling over after that shot.
What a game for Rose. He's got 21 points and 6 assists. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Gasol kicks to Rose. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring to within 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's having one of those days where he takes it, he makes it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That will go on McDermott. And so he's picked up his final foul. And we will sit for the rest of this game. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. And Chicago also making a switch. Mirotic is checked in for Pau Gasol.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a two-possession ball game.
Over in the corner, Rose. And the Bulls get it back. Mirotic's shot is off. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Butler from outside. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he cannot get the third one to drop. Going just 1 of 3.
And that was such a
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
To me, it was his three-point shot that made the biggest difference for them. He was killing them from long range.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Update you on road to the finals. Vote on the season and give you a chance to earn BC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now. This week on NBA2k TV, we show you some behind-the-scenes bloopers. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. You on road to the finals. Vote on your most laughable plays of the season and give you a chance to earn BC and 2K TV Interactive. Ready for some fun? Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one.